Alright, what's going on YouTube? We are back with some more Baldurs Gate 3 mod videos. As promised, I am doing a follow-up to the Demon Slayer class mod. This time we're going to be taking a look at the subclass for the Thunder Breathing. If you missed my Flame Breathing video, I will have it linked down in the description down below, and I'll try and have like a card somewhere play on the screen around this point. But you can go ahead and watch that. It's going to cover levels 1 through 2, which is basically just a total breathing concentration, breathing, and so on and so forth, and kind of like a brief description of the class. So for the subclass, we're going to be doing Thunder Breathing. For the first action that you get the first form Thunderclap and Flash. This does 6 to 20 damage, 1 to 10 plus 4 slashing, and then 1d6 lightning. Basically, it is a dash with lightning behind it, giving you a chance to shock your opponents. It's called 7 Breath. For those who missed the last video, Breath is basically this class's economy to be able to use techniques such as the first form, second form, so on and so forth. The Slayer passives are similar to the Flame class. Essentially, instead of just flame, you get lightning damage as your infusion or your resistance. The Beheader, the opening thread, Slayer Physique, and Reinvigoration are still the same as the last time. So the only real difference that you get with this, and it's going to be the same thing with the water breathing, is just you're going to have the different infusion and the different resistance. So I would say starting out, one of these is probably very strong. Revigoration gives you hit points and 1d4 breath on defeating an enemy, so I would say that's probably a really good strong starting point. And then Infusion would probably be the best one I'll pick up after that. Alright, so at level 5, we get the Thunder Breathing Safeguard. This means we can no longer be shocked, electrocuted, or jolted, which is very strong. We get the Thunder Clap and Flash twofold. After hitting a target with Thunder Clap and Flash, the first form can be used again as a bonus action, and then you get the extra attack. And then we get third form, Thunder Swarm. Make a short dash to the target before swarming them with waves of quick lightning slashes. Execute your opponents and pushes them back by 6 meters. So very, very strong. You see up to 69 damage with slashing and lightning damage. This uses 12 breath, and it takes a action and a bonus action. And then we also get another Slayer passive. Again, if you didn't choose like Revigoration, I would choose that. Or if you didn't choose Infusion the first time, those would be the first two ones I would start with. Slayer Physique is okay, Open and Thread is okay, but these two are really, really strong early on, in my opinion. Alright, at level 6, we get a new action, fourth form, Distant Thunder. Unleash electrified slashes that summon lightning upon the target area near you. This lasts for 1 turn, and takes 10 breath to use. You also get another battle technique, so again, just kind of pick and choose what you want. I explained each one of these in more detail on the last video, so if you haven't seen that, I would definitely recommend go checking that out. At level 7, we get another action point, or I'm sorry, another action, fifth form, Heat Lightning. Unleash a powerful long-range upward slash, rending and electrifying all enemies in a line. Electrocutes the ground beneath your blade and potentially knocks foes back. You need a strength save to not get the effect, and it takes 15 breath. You get another passive here. At this point, I would say Opening Thread. Alright, at level 9, we get the Demon Slayer Mark, which again just kind of gives you a lot more attack and things like that. If you want to take a quick look at it, this is what Marked gives you. Gives you critical hit chance for critical hits by 1, reduces by 1. Your movement speed is increased by 5 meters. You have advantage in strength checks and saving throws, and you have resistance to physical damage and deals additional 3 damage on hit. So that's the state of the marked Demon Slayer Mark. Sorry. And then we get another bonus action, and then we get the 6th form, Rumble and Flash. Release a compounding long-range lightning slash that also strikes up to 4 other nearby opponents. This takes 15 breath and requires a dex save. And then we get another Slayer passive here. Alright, at level 10, we get another action here. We get the Thunderclap and Flash eightfold. An extension of Thunderclap and Flash. Perform in the form in rapid succession of up to 8 targets. The first 3 targets hit take full damage. The next 3 take half damage. And the final 2 take quarter damage. Created by Agasuma? Yeah, I'm going to butcher this. I'm apologizing this. Agasuma Zenetsu. I probably butchered that. I apologize. No, you do not need to be sleeping to use this. That's funny. That's a good nod. But yeah, it's a pretty strong ability somewhat, because you can't attack up to 8 targets, but like the more targets you attack, the less damage it does. So I'll try and demonstrate that by having a bunch of enemies nearby, but it's going to be kind of a little harder to use unless I'm able to summon like miniature mobs. And finally, at level 12, we get the Hashira Mastery Thunder. Reaching the complete mastery of Thunder Breather, ignore resistance to lightning damage. Any incoming lightning damage is reduced by 3. And we get our final action, the 7th form. Gonna butcher this. Hono is Azuki? I'm butchering this. Hono Izazuchi Nokami. Butchered that, and I apologize. Channel the power of a Thunder Guy and unleashing devastating slashes of the 3 targets areas that pull in enemies and shocks them. This also has a chance to make them bleed and slow them for 1 turn. I'd imagine this is also kind of like the Ninth Form Rengoku, which you can only use this once per long rest. It seems like it's very, very strong from 7 to 62 damage. Not as strong as the Rengoku, but pretty devastating as this. It can affect multiple targets. And then here we can also like select the last feat. So if you haven't selected like Savage Attacker, or if you wanted to do like Alert, things like that, that's also pretty strong. So like before, I'm going to try and demonstrate these techniques here, and then I'm going to try and go into a combat scenario. So hopefully you guys enjoyed that. I'll be right back. Alright, so like before, I'm going to go ahead and showcase the forms here. Now, before I get started, Thunderclap and Flash 8-fold. I think I read this incorrectly. So I think with this, you can do this multiple times within a turn. However, it does less damage the times you use it. So I don't know if I'm going to be able to showcase it here. This is going to be something I'm going to try in an actual battle. So I won't try and do it here, but in the combat scenario, I'll try and point it out, or I'll try and highlight it specifically when using this technique. Because I think the way that it works is that in combat, I can use this more so than I can with the first Thunder form, Thunderclap and Flash. But I can use it per turn, but this is per battle. So I think I can rapidly use it, and then I can't use it until the next battle. So that's definitely something I'm going to test out, because I think it uses 20 breath per times that I use it. But I can't use it while doing this because obviously I'm not in actual combat. So I'll try and highlight that. Sorry, that was very long-winded, but I did want to explain why I'm not going to be showcasing this in this little showcase here. But in the combat scenario, I'll definitely try and highlight it. Anyway, that was long-winded. I apologize for that. Anyway, the first form, Thunderclap and Flash. Pretty simple. Just a quick slash there. Does pretty good amount of damage. Very, very quick, as you expect. The second technique is going to be the third form, Thunder Swarm. I love these multi-hitting techniques. They're really, really cool. Animations actually look really, really cool as well. You definitely can feel the power behind these attacks. The next one's going to be the fourth form, Distant Thunder. Very nice. Next one's going to be fifth form, Heat Lightning. At least a powerful long-range upward slash. So let's see if we can pinpoint this here. As you see there, each one of these has been rendered prone. So definitely very strong. A good way to knock back a bunch of enemies in a straight line, or if there's like water nearby, can electrocute the water and do additional damage. Next up, we're going to be doing the sixth form, Rumble and Flash. Release a compounding long-range lightning slash that also strikes up to 4 nearby opponents. So that one's going to be a little bit harder to showcase just because these aren't technically registered as opponents. So I'll definitely do that in combat as well, hopefully with some enemies that are grouped up. Because it's hard to do this with these dummies here, because unfortunately the dummies aren't really registered as enemies, even though I do have a mod to try and help do that. So let me go ahead and try and do that again. Yeah, it's definitely going to be hard to showcase that. In any case, the last one we got here is the seventh form. The name I'm going to butcher. Konoki Kazuchi Nokami, I think is how you pronounce that. So that's definitely very, very strong, and it can pull enemies into, I guess, the center of those attacks and do additional damage. But we'll definitely do a combat scenario here to kind of showcase the ones I was able to do, such as the eightfold and the and I believe it was the sixth form as well. So we'll try and showcase these in combat. And as always, if you enjoyed the video, please go ahead and like, subscribe, all that typical stuff on YouTube. Let me know what you guys think of the mod if you use it so far. And then we have one more subclass to follow up on, and that is going to be the water breathing. So I'm also going to try and have that one uploaded as well. Thank you guys for watching. Take care. See you next time.
can't slow down. You picked the wrong fight, friend. What happened? Take two. Take two. Take two. Take two.